Hello, everyone. I'd like to share with you the mind map. Florence did a little tutorial to show you how to add information in different ways. But seeing that, it occurred to me that I could go through the actual mind map, that the beginning of that framework, and share a few things with you to help us get started in populating it with information. So I'm going to share my screen with you and then just talk a little bit about this. Okay, here you go. This is it. And if I zoom in a bit, you'll see we started from here, the Sentinel, and then we're branching out. These three blue bubbles are the development process. Here's the development stages. Here's systems and structures that we need to develop. And here is the development of program content. Now, these are things that will give you orient you towards the scope of the program, but probably may not be things that you'll be interested in commenting about, but by all means, comment or add information to it. Now, as with all things in life, this is not the most perfect mind map system. We decided to go with this one. We hope that it works for you. One of the things that I'm finding a little clunky is that it tends to want to work in a vertical, and I am tending to want to work in a horizontal format for this area, which is the program elements and timelines. This is where we're going to, I think we're going to be interested in putting ideas into this. Now you can see that I've already laid out in this 1 year. So screening and pre-intake before a participant started in the program. And then intake. So this is the beginning. And this is the 3-month mark. I'm going to just bring this up a bit. Oops. So I've divided it into quarters. So we'll have an intake in the first week, and then there's a 3-month point, and there's a 6-month point, and a 9-month point, and a 1-year point to completion. And I've suggested that we have a residential week to kick the program off, and then every quarter, and then one to complete. And so then we start looking at, well, what goes in each of these. You can see I haven't added anything to weeks 3 through 5, but as part of the intake week, I see what I'm calling an immersive intake process that includes these elements: River of Life, somatic reset, and resource, body, brain, spirit. And these all are a way of engaging the participant, supporting the participant to engage in their life, to begin seeing things in new ways, to open up to new ideas. And we're gathering information, we're gathering data, and that is going to flow into a coaching program. Basically, it'll set up the participant for an intake conversation to begin the coaching process in a fuller way than if they just came to my office and sat down and for the first time we talked for an hour and a half. This is going to give us a body of material and a way of engaging with that in the participant that I am hoping will be transformative in and of itself, and then lead us into this process. You'll see there's a an arrow here. This is the individual program, coaching program with their foundation practices. This take you right through to the end of the Lasting Health program. You've seen I've put little information note bubbles on these things that give you just a little bit more information. This somatic reset and resource body, brain, spirit, I have grabbed those from sources that I really like, and that resources that we may be taking, bringing into the program. And you can do that too. If there's anything that you'd like to have us, the rest of us, note, then add bits and pieces in. And just in terms of structure of this mind map, I really wish we could have stretched this out much longer and made much more room, but it seems to respond to the length of the words in a bubble and limit you to that. You can see out at the outer ends here, I've put in a 2-year point and a 5-year point, and that's to emphasize that we indeed are thinking about long-term. I think, I've had some experience working as a health and healing coach with clients, and I love this. I love the 1 year, time frame, because it's there's something very, very natural about that in terms of human development, I find, in the way our lives unfold. So that's what I'm suggesting, is that we work with that. There's also something very nice about the 9 months in terms of the natural gestation process, which I want to, for human beings, which I want to note that when we look at things like River of Life and Life Book and Soul Work and so on, where people are going to come into this program with something, and that something begins before their birth. And I want participants to get to know, to have a sense of that scope of their life, that they can get to know that that part of themselves, that generative process in their life when they were coming into being. So there you have it. I hope you find this somewhere near as exciting as I do. I love this kind of process. I can just twiddle away and add little bits and pieces here and there. It's a great way for me to be able to see what I've been thinking about for so long. One other just little housekeeping thing. Occasionally when I open up the document, again, I come back to it, I'll find these arms stretched out to the stratosphere. And I have to go up and grab them like this and bring them back down. I don't know if we're going to be encountering that regularly. I hope not. But it's happened a few times, so I'm guessing it may be a possibility, and may speak to the little bit of instability, especially when there's multiple users. Anyway, this is the beginning. I hope this process works. I can see this working right to the end of our conversations together into mid-December, and have us adding to the map, and beginning to see it in different ways. So there you have it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it. Bye for now.